Hey, it's Eric here with another 2012 Journey to the Worlds update. In today's practice, I'm going to talk about target awareness. I've got just a little bit less than a week to get ready for my competition, and now my practice again shifts to just target awareness and doing my routines and of course contingency practice. Now today is kind of a cold and dreary day out here at the range, and that's good because I like to simulate some of the conditions that I'm going to be in and face when I'm there at the Worlds. In my 10 years of competing at the Worlds, I've seen just about every kind of condition that's out there. Wind, rain, wind, cold, heat, wind. Did I say wind? So the conditions vary all the time, and the better I can prepare myself to compete under those conditions, the better I think I'm going to be when I'm up there on the tee. Now, one year when I was up there on the tee, it rained 13 inches in 2 days. Now, the average annual rainfall in Mesquite, where we have this competition every year, is about 6 inches. We had 13 inches in 2 days. Art Sellinger, who runs the LDA, actually flew helicopters in and hovered them over the grid in an attempt to dry them out. But the interesting thing was that I actually prepared to compete in wet weather that year because the forecasts were showing some wet weather. I went to the range, I brought a bucket of water with me, I brought my rain gloves with me, I stuck my hands in the water, and I actually practiced in wet conditions with a raincoat on, even though it was blistering hot where I was practicing at that time. As a result, I did well in that competition. I finished third and had a great competition, but I was ready. Today it's cold. My body's going to be a little bit stiffer, it's going to be harder to move, so I'm out here, I've got my thermals on, I've got a couple of different types of rain gloves that I'll be able to try on. I'm bringing out with me 2 or 3 different jackets that I'll try, and I'll wear each one of these in different conditions and hit my sets to, see what it feels like to have more clothes on and what the restrictions feel like. So again, the whole idea here for simulated competition is to simulate what's going to happen in competition, so you don't have to figure out what your strategy is right in the middle of the actual competition. So today my primary focus, in addition to testing different conditions, is going to be on target focus. And the reason that that's really important is I know that I'm a lot faster when I orient my body to the target than to the ball. I hold lag better, and I accelerate more to the target. So my focus today is really going to be about accelerating to the target through the impact zone. The second thing that I wanted to pass along is an adjustment that I've made and something I discovered in one of my last practice sessions. Now, in an earlier video, I had mentioned that I'd started moving the ball a little bit back in my stance. These club heads are a little bit heavier, and I thought that perhaps they were releasing just a little bit earlier, and I was getting some better results by moving the ball back in my stance just a little bit. I made another adjustment and perhaps another discovery a couple of practice sessions ago, because as I was swinging, there were many times when I was hitting when I felt like I was just moving really slowly through the impact zone, and I just didn't have the normal speed that I would expect from a core speed standpoint. So what I did a couple of practices ago was I narrowed up my stance by about 1 inch. And the result was I got a lot faster coming through the impact zone. Now with a slightly narrower stance, it's a lot easier for me to get the full weight shift going. It's a lot easier for me to get the core rotating to the target. And as a result of that, I'm carrying my lag a lot longer into the swing and making a much better release out to the target. So I'm feeling really comfortable with that. My speed actually picked up. I picked up 3 or 4 more miles an hour in club head speed and about 6 more miles an hour in ball speed. So I'm pretty excited about that. So that's my practice session here for the day. 2 good things for you to take away from this quick video. Number 1, practice in inclement conditions. Then, when you actually have those out in your course or in the tournament, you're going to be ready. That'll give you an advantage. Second thing, shifting to target awareness as you get closer and closer to the actual tournament conditions. See you in the next video.